Good morning, students, and welcome to your English class. Today we are going to take a new chapter, plane spotting. Okay, please take your course book, page number 32. Okay, chapter number 4, plane spotting. Listen to this passage about the different parts of a plane. Look at the pictures below. Write the name of the part highlighted in red in each of the pictures. Okay, now I will read out a passage about different parts of a plane. Okay, then please try to mark the different parts highlighted in red in each the pictures. Okay, the body of the plane is called the fuselage. It is generally shaped like a long tube. The wheels of a plane along with some other parts are part of the landing gear. There are two main wheels on either side of the plane fuselage. Then there is one more wheel near the front of the plane. Most landing gear can be folded into the fuselage during the flight and opened for landing. All planes have wings. The wings are shaped with smooth surfaces. The shape of the wings determines how fast and high the plane can fly. The engines of the plane are found just behind the wings. Flaps are connected to the back of the wings and they slide back and down to increase the surface area of the wing. These are used to steer and control the plane. The tail at the rear of the plane provides stability. Now from this passage, please try to find out the different parts of a plane. Here are parts highlighted in red in each of the pictures. Try to mark them. Okay, we can move on to the story. It was 6:45 in the evening. The sun was going down and the lights of Sydney airport were being switched off. Shai Ken was sitting in a park next to the airport. Shai was 13 years old. She loved watching planes and dreamed of getting on one someday. Okay, in the starting of the story, it mentions about the time. What is the time? It's 6:45 in the evening and it was going to be night, so the lights of the Sydney airport were on, switched on. And here mentions a little girl who was 13 years old sitting in a park next to the airport, and she loves watching planes and she always dreamed of getting on a plane and flying on a plane someday. Shai often rode her bicycle to the road near the airport and watched the planes take off and land. She sometimes carried a camera with her and took pictures. She knew all the planes, all the airlines, and all the flights. Okay, what does Shai do? She ride her bicycle to the road near the airport and she watched planes taking off and landing. And sometimes she carried her camera with her and took beautiful pictures of the views she saw daily. She knew all the planes and all the airlines and all the flights. How she knows? She came to the airport daily and she always watched planes taking off and landing. So she knew all the planes and all the airlines and all the flights. I will watch another plane take off and then leave, Shai told herself. It was already late in the evening, so she was planning to go back to her home. And what did she think? She thought of watching another plane taking off and then she will leave. A plane was coming down the runway. It was the plane to Bangkok. The plane took off with a roar. Suddenly, Shai saw something fall from the plane. It landed near some trees and bushes. "What is that?" she cried. "Is that a part of the plane?" Shai ran to the spot, but she had to stop when she came to a high fence. There was a signboard on it which said, "Airport, keep out." And she was waiting for another flight to take off. And she saw a plane coming down the runway. Where was the plane to? It was a flight to Bangkok. Okay, then what did she hear? She heard a roar sound when the plane took off. Suddenly, she saw something has fallen from the flight. And where does it landed? It landed near some trees and bushes near the runway. And she was crying, or she was asking loudly, "What's that?" She was anxious if it was a part of a plane. She ran to the spot, but she had to stop there. Why? There was a boundary there. A high fence was there on the airport boundary. Okay, and there was a signboard on it. What was that written on the signboard? "Airport, keep out." You have to keep out because it's an airport. She looked through the fence and into the bushes. It was quite dark and she could not see the thing very clearly. She noticed something on the ground, so she pulled out her camera from her bag and took a picture of it through the fence. And she looked through the boundary into the bushes. She was not able to see anything. Why? It was very dark that time. But she had noticed something on the ground. There was something lying on the ground. So what should she do then? She pulled out her camera from her bag and took a picture of the thing that has fallen from the flight, and she took a picture with the help of her camera. As, as soon as she did so, she heard a shout, "Hey, what are you doing here?" A guard came out from behind the trees and walked up to the fence. What are you doing near this fence?" As soon as she took the picture of the thing lying on the ground, what did she hear? She heard a shout. And who was that? A guard came to her asking what she was doing there. He came up to the near the fence, and what did he ask? What she's doing near the fence. Shai pointed through the fence. "There is something in there." "Yes, there is an airport in there," interrupted the guard, "and it's not a place for children to play. Please go away." When the guard asked what she was doing there, Shai pointed to the thing that has fallen from the flight. She told the guard that there was something in there. And what did the guard reply? He interrupted her talk and he told that yes, there is an airport in there. There was an airport there, and it is not a place for children to play. He asked her to go away. "I am not playing," Shai tried to explain something. What did she do then? She again tried to explain she was not playing there. Something has fallen from the flight. But the guard paid no heed. But the guard didn't listen to her. He simply waved his hand, asking Shai to leave. What did he do? He waved his hand. Why? He wanted Shai to leave there. Shai slowly got on her bicycle and rode home. What was that thing on the ground? Was it a part of the plane? I should do something. But what can I do? She kept thinking. She went back to her home on her cycle. But on the way she was thinking. She was anxious if it was a part of the plane. she thought of doing something if she can do to save them. It was almost 7:30 when she reached home. Shai ran to her home and studied the photograph she had taken. It was a grey piece of metal. At what time did she reach home? It was 7:30. And what did she do then? She ran to her home and took the photograph she had taken. And what did she saw in the photo? It was a grey piece of metal. She then raced to the bookshelf and pulled out a book, Planes of Today. She quickly turned the pages till she found a picture of a Boeing 747, which was similar to the plane which had taken off to Bangkok. What did she do then? She took the book from a bookshelf. She ran to the bookshelf and she took a book named Planes of Today. What was that book about? It was about the plane. She, what did she do then? She turned off the pages fastly till she found a picture of the similar flight that had taken off to Bangkok. Where is that thing? What is it? I have to find out what it is, she said to herself. As she pored over the book, then she found it. She was curious to find what is that? What is the thing she saw in the photograph? She concentrated over the book and at last she found it. The great thing was a part of a 747's landing gear. What was that great thing she found in the photograph? It was a part of the landing gear of Boeing 747. A part of the landing gear? Shai was shocked. The landing gear brings the wheel down. The plane needs its wheels to land. The plane is in danger. About 400 people are in danger. What can I do to help? She was shocked to see it was a part of landing gear. She knows that landing gear brings the wheels down in a flight and the flight needs its wheels to land. Now she realized that the plane is in danger and about 400 people are in danger. She was thinking what she can do to help them. She tried to think calmly. Her parents had gone out. Her brother was in his room doing his homework. She began to think calmly. But her parents was not there to help her, and her brother was in his room doing his homework. Shai looked at the clock on the table. It was almost 9 o'clock. The flight time from Sydney to Bangkok was a bit more than 9.5 hours. This meant that the plane was going to land in less than 7 hours. She began to calculate the time of flight from Sydney to Bangkok, and she realized that it was a bit more than 9.5 hours, and it's already late. The plane was going to land in less than 7 hours. I have to call the airport now, Shai decided. She found the number and called the airport. An operator answered. Thank you for calling Sydney Airport. Can I help you? Yes, this is important. There is a plane in danger. Then she decided to call the airport at that time. And she found the number and called the airport. And an operator answered her call from the Sydney airport and she asked how she can help her. She replied, yes, this is very important and there is a plane in danger. The woman did not speak for some time. Who is this? She asked after a long pause. My name is Shai Kent. And how old are you, Shai Kent? I am 13. By hearing her sound, the woman did not speak for some time. She asked, who is that? Shai Kent replied her with her name. My name is Shai Kent. And the operator on the other side asked, how old is she? And she replied, she is 13 years old. You are 13 and there is a plane in danger? Is there? Now you listen to me. We don't like getting silly calls from children. It's not a game, okay? Don't make calls to the airport about planes in danger. The operator thought it was a prank call. She thought that Shai is playing with her, calling the airport and telling that planes are in danger. You have to listen to me. No, this isn't a game. Oh no, wailed Shai. The woman had hung up. Shai cried out loudly. Why? She asked her to listen to her. She told that it is not a game, but the operator on the other side hung up the call. Shai called the airport again. This time she explained everything to the operator. She quickly put Shai on to a senior official. The official listened intently to Shai's story. What did she do then? She called the airport again and she explained everything to the operator. What did the operator do then? She transferred her call to the senior official and the official listened to Shai in great attention. I can send you the picture by email right now, added Shai at the end. Yes, it's indeed a part of the landing gear, agreed the official after he had checked the picture. That plane is in danger. We need to talk to the airline and they need to talk to the pilot. And Shai told the official that she has the picture with her and she will email the picture right now. And she mailed the picture to the senior official and he saw it was the part of the landing gear. He realized that the plane is in danger. Can you do something, sir? Asked Shay hopefully. Yes, I can, he answered. Give me your number. We will call you once the plane lands. That night, Shay could not sleep properly. Shay was curious. Shay asked the senior official that if he can do something. And he answered, yes, he will do. And he asked for her number. Why? He told her that he will call her once the plane was landed safely. At that time, she was not able to sleep properly. Why? She was anxious about the plane and the people in the plane, if they are safe or not. Early the next morning, she rushed to switch on the television. She was anxious to know about the safety of the plane. What did she do the next morning? She ran to switch on the television. And why? She was anxious to know about the safety of the plane. As she listened, there was a report about how a girl in Sydney, Australia had saved a plane. Pan Pacific Flight 401 was safely on the ground. The plane had made an emergency landing and all the passengers were safe. Shai breathed a big sigh of relief. And when she switched on the TV, there was a report about how a girl, means how Shai saved the plane. The plane was landed safely on the ground. How it made a emergency landing. It made an emergency landing and all the passengers were safe. Later that morning, a woman called to speak to Shai. My name is Amelia Norris. I'm calling from the Bangkok office of Pan Pacific Airlines. We want to thank you for helping us. Our plane is safe. We would like you to come to Bangkok. We want to fly you there. Can you come? Who called Shai Kent? Amelia Norris from the Bangkok office of Pan Pacific Airlines called Shai Kent. And why did she call her? They wanted to thank Shai Kent for helping them. Why? Their plane was safe now. She invited her to Bangkok. She wanted to fly her there. She asked Shaiken that if she can go there. Well, I have to ask my parents. Can my family come to Bangkok too? Asked Shai. Yes, of course they can, agreed Amelia. Shai smiled. She was going to get on a plane at last. What did Shai Ken said she wanted to ask permission from my parents. And again she asked that if she can join her family with her to Bangkok. And Amelia agreed with that. Yes, of course, they can join. Shai smiled. At last, her dream is going to be true. How she was going to get on a plane at last. Okay, dears, this is an extract from Plane Spotting by James Bean. Okay, please try to read it at least twice. Thank you. That's all for your class today.